Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, like the way you know this thing that every Saturday is our discussion on the planet Saturn. Just because if you are an astrology student, I'm very much sure that you would have a soft corner for the planet Saturn. And every Saturday, I always ensure and try to talk about a topic involving the planet Saturn. But just because guys, in the evening when I was like watching some of the political discussion and the way the whole geopolitical development is taking place, I somehow got this hint that more than talking about the planet Saturn, whatever is happening in the international politics and the direction where it is headed, somehow I need to make a video, I need to talk about that. So guys, here I'm talking about the way, the kind of strategies and geopolitical development which is happening involving the strategies of the Donald Trump and the way it is impacting the world. More than anything, the way it is going to be impacting the relationship of US with its close allies, all of that we will try to understand astrologically as well in this video. So guys, to begin with, see, the very first time when I came across this whole campaigning of the Donald Trump for his second tenure, when he was like campaigning for that, the term called as the MAGA. Now, obviously being an astrologer, when you hear the word MAGA, the first thing which comes to your mind is it's a nakshatra being ruled by the Ketu. It's a nakshatra which is connected with the throne, with the power, and somehow because both in the America's chart and the Donald Trump's natal chart, there is a synchronicity of the Leo rising, of the Leo energy. So somehow that was a very strong and the positive omen. This word can be elaborated as make America great again. Now let me stop you over here. Guys, when we talk about the word great, now a lot many people are misunderstanding it with being rich. There have been so many people who are rich, who are wealthy, which no one pays any heed. Whether they exist or whether they do not exist, they are not creating any difference in the lives of a common man. But people who are given this title of being great, you talk about people like Muhammad Ali, you talk like Martin Luther King, you talk about Mahatma Gandhi, like even in India, like there have been cases like Ashoka the Great, this could be Akbar the Great, even amongst all the industrialists, like you know the Ambani group and the Adani group has been considered as one of the wealthiest business conglomerate or group in India. But even after that, when it comes down to the greatness, when it comes down to the respect, it's the Tata group and the Ratan Tata ji has been attached with that word greatness. So that simply means that you only become great when your sovereignty and your influence is actually going to be impacting, affecting, contributing and helping the common man, other less impoverished nations or the countries or the groups. Now what is happening is that ever since Donald Trump has presided over as the president, all the decision which he is taking, like first of all, severing the ties, spoiling the terms with its close neighbors to begin with. I was like watching this interview of like Justin Trudeau at the time when he addressed against, right, you know, retaliating against the tariff announced by Donald Trump, and he was like, how can you do that? It's like, we have fought in your battles, we have always been a trusted ally, and how you can like, you know, threaten us, intimidate us with all that threat of the tariffs. So the point which I'm trying to say over here is that the way Donald Trump's strategy is coming out, it is more than making America great. It is actually putting America in isolation. So this could be the case that the way it happened with Canada, with Mexico as well, like where in all the agricultural exports from the Mexico, like they are like threatening them for the 10% tariff. For all the semiconductor products from the Taiwan, they are also imposing, threatening them of the tariffs. This could be the case of the NATO countries over there as well. They are like asking them for putting like 5% of their GDP on the defense budget. This could be the case of walking out of the WHO. Like this will be valid and effective after January of 2026. So all of that is just giving this hint that why America is headed towards, this could be a case of isolation. being seen as a country without any geopolitical influence. And now guys, what is happening over here with all of these moves? It is creating a vacuum which is giving more advantage and access to Russia. This could be whatever is gonna be happening amongst the close ties and the relationship between the NATO countries, which will give power, leverage or access to Russia, or whatever is happening. Like this could be the case of coming out of the WHO and the way it has been having its relationship with Canada and with the Mexico. It is also giving access to China to gain territories in all these kind of trade, in all these kind of markets. And again guys, like even at a time when I was like watching this interview over there, the person was saying that if you even want Canada to become the 51st state, so in a way it's like majority of the voters of the Canada, they have their leaning towards liberal, towards the left. So even if Canada is going to become the 51st state, it is not going to be benefiting your party. It is going to be benefiting more of the Democrats. It is going to be benefiting the Kamala Harris or the Joe Biden's party. So the point which I am saying over here, that now comes the question, the connection of astrology with it, that why suddenly all these kind of things happening. So guys, if you will take up the chart of the United States, it has got the Leo Lagna. And if you remember, lately I made a video where I talked about that for the Leo zodiac sign natives. In their case guys, in the month of the May, once Ketu is going to transit over there, over to the Leo sign, and Saturn on March 29th from the Leo sign, it is going to be entering in their 8th house. All of that just indicate that thing only. Guys, look at it in this way. Beyond any doubt, whatever Donald Trump is doing, whatever he is behaving, he is completely behaving in synchronicity with the nature, because Jupiter's transit in the 11th house of the United States, like America's chart, the 11th house, it is definitely going to be adding more wealth, but all of that wealth will be added at the cost of the global isolation. It is definitely going to be loosening the grip of the America. So with all these kind of moves and blending it with the astrological planetary shift, you will become richer for sure. Now even that is debated, because with whole this kind of trade war, and now with I forgot that NAFTA has been changed into some other group, USNCA, something like that. So it is going to be impacting the budget and grocery and the bills of a common American man as well. So at the end of the day, it is not going to be impacting a common American as much as when it comes down to the bureaucrats, the war lobbies and all these kind of business groups and all. They might be getting benefited with the entry of the Jupiter in the 11th house. But when we talk about the moon in the natal chart of the United States, moon is placed there in the 7th house and Rahu is going to be transiting over there. So again, Rahu's transit to the natal moon over any country's chart, it is a pure indication of the crowd, the common masses being radicalized. It is also indication like the so-called recurring problem in America of this drug, fentanyl or whatever they call it. So Rahu transiting over the natal moon of the country is also be giving more rise to these kind of problems. Donald Trump has recently mentioned this thing in one of his meeting. I guess it happened after the meeting with the Netanyahu, after the Israeli head, that if Iran someday is going to target me for any assassination kind of thing, this is how the America is going to be retaliating against that assassination attempt on my life, this and that. Ketu's transit over the first house is a pure indication of that. Even at the time when Donald Trump took oath, even at that time, the transiting moon was conjunct with Ketu. And then and there only I mentioned this thing, that this is not a good omen. Nature is not supporting you. This presidency tenure is not being supported and blessed by the omens, by the nature. So yes guys, Ketu's transit over the first house, it's just tells about that isolation is bound to happen, and his life, this could be the head of the country, could also be targeted by the fundamentalist and the radical kind of group. Rahu transit over the natal moon, the common masses is going to be misguided by all the propaganda, and the drug kind of issue is going to be at its rise. and Saturn's transit to the 8th house in a country's chart is not at all a good sign. Again guys, even if you will take up and compare the same chart with the China's chart, they are somehow getting that leverage. But I guess whatever is happening in the world, and everyone is like surprised in all the political debates, this is what they have been saying, that ever since Donald Trump has come and his that back-to-back rhetoric that make America great again, make America great again, he is misinterpreting being rich as great. So he is making America, and he's trying to make America rich and isolated. That is what is happening. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to connect with astrology, with whatever development is taking place. And yes guys, for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyawad.